touching up on what I talked about yesterday in the video about the university thing. I've listened to some people that have prophesied over these things about things that are happening and what's going to take place in the future. I'm not a prophet in that area. I've been directly impacted by it. When you're involved with somebody that's an employee and you reach out for things to stop, harassment, things like that, things that you've noticed online, it's aggravating to it. And I gave an outline for it. I've kept my mouth shut for 10 years. I've told lawyers. I've called the police. I've done everything that I'm supposed to do, but yet nobody is doing anything about what they're supposed to do. Whatever these big boards are that they're looking at stuff and going through things and not wanting to release things about what's going on, I don't know. I do know this, that I am a person that lives here and they don't have any authority over me. They can't hush me. I have a right to my opinion. I have a right to freedom of speech. The media is doing their best to uncover things, but they gag order them. They put things on them where they can't speak. The media, this media that we trust, that we've learned that you can't trust at all. Not all of it's bad, but some of it is. I've been through the court systems, custody battles, with these things hovering over people's heads, and I'm asking for answers. Are you involved in it directly? That's what I ask. Then I have somebody stand up on another person's behalf and says he has this paranoid delusion that something's going on at a job that this person worked out. I'm doing my best not to mention any names because this is my opinion again. He's an ex-gang member. I've been in college since I was 30 years old. Church. Things like this. There's some truth to it. I wasn't a great kid, but I've learned to be better. And I love the fact that people think that they can persecute people without giving them an opportunity to come out of anything. Just out of spite, just out of forcing somebody not to say something about things that they know. And I love talking like this because they are parables in a way. Put it together if you want to. I gave you the outline, and I'm not through. I'm going to continue to do this when I feel led to do it. And on Saturday nights, I'm going to continue to do a ministry to bring people to Christ. But we do not have to lay down for this. We do not have to stand for this. This is not something that, because we're Christians, that we do not have a voice to speak out. Some of it was taken out. She cut it off because it aggravates me to the point that I can't stand evil. And it is evil when it doesn't stop. Everybody has a choice to do the right thing. But when you reach out to police, when you reach out to human relations and you ask it to stop, you get phone calls one after another, just complete harassment. There's a thing called Google. When you Google them and they trace it back to the very source, and then the new places that they go to, the same source, when you call their IT department, both IT departments, there's nothing that we can do about it. When does it become job related? It becomes job related now because there's news media over it. There's things that have been filed over it. And I'm thinking, that kind of money, but you want to hush me, shame me the way that they do to discredit anything that's said. And I've kept my mouth shut long enough. But when you use it, and I haven't lost custody. I've lost a little bit of time. A little bit of time, and that's it. And that's all we got is time. But I'm sick and tired of people that think they're in position, that they're better than the rest of us. I may be white trash. That's a good name for me. But to stand up in a court system and continually talk when all I ask is, I just need to know, are they involved in an active investigation? I have a right as a father to know that, because I do not trust that white collar crime. I've been around the block and I do not trust it. will not answer that question. 10 years and will not answer that question. It's a simple question. I think I have a right to know. But I know what I'm doing. I've been waiting and waiting, hoping somebody would come talk to me. How far does harassment go? It goes as far as the point of the person that wants to finally handle it. I look at the words I use. Caressing that money, putting it in your pocket, loving that money, envying that money to a point that you'd wreck anybody's life just to protect you because you feel that they know too much. I don't care. I got away from that stuff early. But you can only give people suggestions. Don't be a part of it. I knew it was going to come then. I've been around the block and I have experience. And I think about the people that are directly involved in it, and I think, my goodness, you would wreck their lives. They have to file lawsuits like they're nobody, and they're people too. They have to open their closet, say things, and put things on paper that's public record for everybody to read, and they're people too. It's disgusting to me. Nobody has a right to judge you and put it on display just because they won't do the right thing by you. You have a right to fight for things. And they're trying to take that fight away from us. Not everybody. And again, it's my opinion. Not everybody. Just the people that are involved. And I think tuition and things like that it goes up so high that now we want to do free things. That doesn't happen. Just raise it. Why we fatten their bellies. I didn't like it when I was there, and I don't like it now. And I was a student there as a grown man. And I think a businessman that wore a shirt and tie his whole adult life, running his own company, but because I'm so pretty with tattoos, I'm a conspiracy theorist. How far does it go? I'm not done yet. I'm going to continue to touch on my outline that I gave. It feels good. Rap music. I listen to rap music. Woo. I was a teenager in the 80s and 90s. Who doesn't? Discredit. But I am feeling better today about it, but I'm not done. But I wanted the people that have listened to me to know this is how I am. I'm real. I don't rehearse anything that I say. I shoot from the hip. But I do have things to do today. And I want you to know that I love you and that I'm praying for you today. Amen.